As Pope Francis's health has become increasingly diminished, there is significant speculation that a papal conclave could be on the horizon. One potential candidate to serve as the next pope could be Carlo Maria Viganò, the former bishop and Secretary General of the Governorate of Vatican City State. The progressive tenure of Pope Francis has led many Catholics to call for a return to a more traditional style in the practices of the Holy See. Known for his boldness and fervent transparency, Viganò could significantly shake up the status quo in Vatican City. According to the rules of the Catholic Church, it is possible for someone who is not a cardinal to become pope. While historically, the majority of popes have been selected from among the College of Cardinals, there is no strict requirement that the pope must be a cardinal. The pope is chosen by the College of Cardinals during a papal conclave, which is convened upon the death or resignation of the current pope. While cardinals are typically considered the most likely candidates due to their role in advising the pope and participating in the governance of the church, theoretically, any baptized male Catholic could be elected pope. So the question remains, could there be popular support for someone like Viganò in the next papal conclave? Carlo Maria Viganò was born on January 16, 1941, in Varese, Italy, into a deeply religious family. Raised in a devout Catholic environment, Viganò's upbringing instilled in him a strong faith and sense of duty to the Church. From a young age, he displayed intellectual curiosity and a passion for theology, prompting him to pursue higher education in the field. After completing his early studies, Viganò entered seminary and was ordained as a priest in 1968. His ordination marked the beginning of a lifelong commitment to serving the Catholic Church. With a keen interest in diplomacy and international affairs, Viganò soon found himself drawn to the Vatican's diplomatic corps, where he embarked on a career that would take him to various countries around the world, laying the foundation for his later role as a prominent Vatican diplomat. Carlo Maria Viganò's tenure as the Secretary General of the Governorate of Vatican City from 2009 to 2011 was a pivotal period in his career within the Vatican hierarchy. In this role, Viganò was responsible for overseeing the administrative and logistical functions of Vatican City, the world's smallest independent state and the spiritual and administrative center of the Catholic Church. Tasked with managing the Vatican's vast array of properties, finances, and infrastructure, Viganò implemented reforms aimed at improving transparency, accountability, and efficiency within the governorate. During his time as Secretary General, Viganò's leadership was characterized by a commitment to streamlining bureaucratic processes and modernizing the Vatican's administrative practices. His efforts to root out corruption and wasteful spending earned him praise from some quarters, but also drew criticism from entrenched interests within the Vatican bureaucracy. Despite facing resistance to his reform agenda, Viganò's tenure laid the groundwork for subsequent efforts to enhance the governance and management of Vatican City. In 2011, Viganò made headlines when he allegedly leaked private correspondence to the media, accusing Vatican officials, including Cardinal Tarcisio Bertone, then the Secretary of State under Pope Benedict XVI, of corruption and mismanagement. In the leaked letters, Viganò claimed that he had faced opposition and retaliation within the Vatican for his efforts to expose financial irregularities and cronyism. He also alleged that his transfer to the United States was orchestrated by those seeking to remove him from his position in the Vatican, where he had been implementing reforms. The scandal caused a significant controversy within the Catholic Church and raised questions about transparency and accountability within the Vatican hierarchy. While some supported Viganò's whistleblowing efforts, others criticized him for breaching confidentiality and creating discord within the Church. The fallout from the scandal ultimately led to debates about the need for greater transparency and reform within the Vatican bureaucracy. On the 13th of August 2011, Bertone informed Viganò that Pope Benedict was appointing him nuncio to the United States. Reuters reported that Viganò was unwilling to take that assignment. Viganò stated that this decision was not what Pope Benedict XVI originally had manifested to him. He wrote to Benedict that his appointment would create disarray and discouragement among those who worked against numerous situations of corruption and waste. One of the letters leaked by Benedict's butler in 2012 revealed that Viganò had bypassed Bertone and complained directly to Benedict regarding corruption in the Vatican. for which Bertone arranged to have Viganò transferred to Washington over Viganò's objections. In 2018, in a detailed 11-page letter, Viganò accused Pope Francis and other high-ranking Vatican officials of covering up allegations of sexual misconduct against Theodore McCarrick, a former cardinal and prominent figure within the Catholic Church. Viganò alleged that he had informed Pope Francis of McCarrick's history of abuse as early as 2013, but that the Pope had chosen to ignore his warnings and rehabilitate McCarrick, allowing him to continue in his influential roles within the Church. Viganò's testimony sent shockwaves through the Catholic Church, reigniting debates about accountability, transparency, and the handling of sexual abuse cases within the hierarchy. The scandal prompted calls for investigations into the allegations and raised broader questions about the effectiveness of the Church's response to the ongoing crisis of sexual abuse. While Viganò's accusations were met with both support and skepticism, they underscored deep divisions within the Church and fueled debates about the extent of Pope Francis's commitment to reform. Carlo Maria Viganò's life and career within the Catholic Church have been marked by controversy, courage, and conviction. From his early years as a devoted priest to his tenure as a high-ranking Vatican diplomat, Viganò has remained steadfast in his commitment to upholding the values and integrity of the Church. His willingness to speak out against corruption and misconduct, even at great personal risk, has earned him both admiration and criticism within Catholic circles. While Viganò's actions have undoubtedly left a lasting impact on the Church, particularly in sparking discussions about reform and accountability, his papal prospects remain uncertain. Despite his outspokenness and strong conservative stance, Viganò's involvement in various controversies, including his public clashes with Pope Francis, may have diminished his chances of ascending to the papacy. However, in the ever-evolving landscape of the Catholic Church, where unexpected turns and surprises are not uncommon, Viganò's legacy and influence are likely to continue shaping debates and discussions for years to come.